On to the Nigerian stock market update. Just a quick summary of yesterday. We saw gains in the market of 0.89%. Year-to-date performance stands at 18.39% so far. Today, we're seeing the market continuing that upward trend. We've seen marginal gains so far of 0.1%. And now joining me from the trading floor, the Nigerian Stock Exchange, to discuss the market is Olakanmi Osobu, who is the Executive Director of Reddings Investment. Komi, thank you so much for joining me today. Now let's get straight into it. Let's get straight into it and take a look at those figures that are coming out of today. Now, as I said, we're seeing gains in FBN Holdings up 1% so far, and UBA up nearly 3%. It looks like we're headed for another positive close today.
Yeah, that's what it seems likely now. That the market is looking buoyant this morning. Yesterday it was the Dangote cement basically that drove the market up, but today you see the banking sector driving the market. Like you already said, FBN Holding is doing pretty well. It's doing good. It's doing very good. Access Bank is doing well. Zenith Bank is doing well. Unity Bank is doing well. So basically the index is being driven by banking sector this morning. And like you said, we are likely going to have a positive close at the end of the trade today.
Now, speaking of the banking sector, if we take a look at UBA, there is news out that London's FTSE has selected that stock as one of the securities from Nigeria, from 19 African stock exchanges included in its African Securities Exchanges Association Pan-African Index, which of course was created last year. Now, can we expect much reaction to that news at current valuation?
Yeah, that will give the stock, a better positive. It's a positive for the stock because being selected as one of the Pan-African Index is positive because more people will take interest in the stock. Foreigners will look, who don't know about the stock before will get to know it now, and that is a way of bringing the stock to the general world in particular. So you see it as a positive for the stock. And it's also reflecting its price action this morning. It's up 3% on a very moderate volume this morning.
Now, Komi, of course, we're expecting the MPC decision later today, and there's a lot of expectation that the MPC will retain MPR at 12%. We obviously saw inflation rate go up to 9.5%. It will be very interesting to know your view and your expectations for MPR and how you're reading into those inflation figures and how it might affect the equities market.
Well, like you said, the inflation rate trend upward in February by to 9.5%. That in itself is not a positive thing, but by and large, I don't expect that one to affect the MPC decision so much. I expect the decision to stay. I expect the rate to remain at 12%. Initially, before the inflation rate was out, maybe we were thinking there could be a reduction in the in the rate, but because of the upward trend in the inflation rate, I don't expect any action from the MPC. They are to remain. I expect to maintain rate at 12%, and that will not really have any much impact on the market, as you know. That is my thinking, and that is generally the feelers from the market this morning.